And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben, here for the what the pluck is going on in the UK. No, my friends, if you don't understand what's going on in the UK, then I really need to break this down for you. All right, so the Prime Minister of the UK, which is kind of like the president, but not, resigned this morning. They're trying. They're trying like hell. The World Economic Forum coup underway in UK right now, Ben. They're trying like hell. But we just got news that Boris Johnson is going to throw his hat right back into the ring. See, the woman who resigned, she did something no one had tried yet because no one else had the balls yet, right? She went up against the Bank of England, and she went up against the Bank of England straightforward. She was going to cap the price of gas, give tax cuts to the people. And the Bank of England lost their minds, because you have to understand, this winter is the winter that the World Economic Forum, all right, plans on making it so miserable for the people that they beg for someone to stop it. The World Economic Forum, the progressives, the left, the globalists, their plan is to make it so horrible in the UK, in the European Union, in the world, in America. See, people don't understand. After the election here in America, everything is going to go batshit crazy. I mean, batshit crazy. Because they have to. They have the only way, all right? The only way that this works out for them is if they get an absolute win. Absolute. They need the people so miserable that they beg the World Economic Forum, they beg the United Nations for help. Oh no, my friends, that ain't how this is going to roll out. See, the reason nope, you're wrong, Robert. Sorry, brother. Boris Johnson is not controlled by the government. Nope. 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 All right. This has been part of the plan the whole time. See, Boris Johnson resigned, right? He let them take over. Trust triggered the Bank of England into revealing, all right, triggered the Bank of England into revealing who they are. Now, Boris Johnson's coming back. Think of it kind of like this. Trump lost the election. The globalists take over. Trump watches them lay out their plans. The American people watch as the markets go down. Watch as energy skyrockets. Watch as inflation goes to hell. Inflation just hit 10.1% officially over in the UK. The UK people are seeing real life what the World Economic Forum and the banks are really about. Now, Boris Johnson's gonna come back and he's gonna call out the Bank of England and he's gonna point out the Bank of England. All right. It's exactly, all right. It's exactly a notice. Folks, you've got to look at the timing of all of this. Boris Johnson is coming back 1 week before the U.S. elections. 1 week. This is kicking off. This is gonna be epic, people. I mean epic as we watch this roll out. It is, I'm so excited at how this is playing out. Right? Yes, please smash them likes, folks. Smash the likes and subscribes and notifications. All right? This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Is this next chapter that rolls out is going to be absolutely biblical, because we have Boris Johnson coming back into the picture right before, and Bloomberg Bloomberg, they're finally admitting the truth because they're getting too close to the election. For the past 6 months, all I've heard on Bloomberg and CNN and all these is, well, the Democrats have a chance to hold on. The Democrats have a chance to hold on. Then it was the Democrats are going to keep the Senate. They'll lose probably the House of Representatives, but they're going to win, and they're going to keep the majority at the Senate. No. This morning on Bloomberg, they're finally admitting it looks like it's going to be a red wave. They used the term a red wave. They said it looks like the Republicans are going to sweep everything. And they didn't just say sweep. They said, one guy said, it's going to be a bloodbath. This is on Bloomberg, that the Republicans are going to win so big that listen to this. This is on Bloomberg. All right. They said the Republicans are going to win so big that it's going to make people question the election. What was that? Are the Democrats suddenly going to be election deniers? Because what you have to understand, my friends, is when the Republicans sweep in, it isn't the average Republican who's sweeping in. Right? It isn't the senator from Hawaii just left the Democratic Party. She's not running. All right. We just had another lady leave the Democrat Party. They know the ship is going down, and it's going down fast, folks. They know they're going to get hammered because they can't cheat. They've been trying to. Even in the plus, let's not leave out that the Supreme Court rules in the next few weeks. They're going to rule that the 2020 elections, that in Georgia and in these other states where the governor changed the voting rules, that's unconstitutional. So all of those elections from all of those states, there's like 4 or 5 of them, all right? Those will all be voided. Those will be voided Yes, they are going to decertify the elections because they were unconstitutional. It is clear in the Constitution. I mean, it ain't even iffy. It says in the Constitution that the legislative bodies choose the election procedures, not the governors. So they're going to rule it unconstitutional. And those states are going to have to decertify. And most importantly, my friends, I need you to understand this. Washington, D.C., the land, Washington, D.C., is a democracy. It is the corporate government of the United States of America, not these United States of America. They're two different things. One is a republic and one is a democracy. You have to understand that in Washington, D.C., bingo, yes, Ben, Act of 1871, bingo. So, Trump's been flying around getting all of these Trumpians elected. This election, because it's a democracy, remember, Washington, D.C., it's a democracy. Trump's people, Trump's hand-selected people are taking over Washington, D.C.'s democracy. They will have, right? Bingo. The United States of America in the D.C. corporation, democracy. The United States for America or the 50 states republic. Bingo. After this election, Trump will run Washington, D.C. All hell is going to break loose. The oil companies are on Trump's side. The union members are on Trump's side. Trump, the military, is on Trump's side. Boris Johnson is on Trump's side. My friends, you have to show the people the truth. You have to we had to let the American people see where the globalists were going to take them. The people over in the UK, the energy rates are almost as high as their mortgages. Think about that. What if your electric bill was almost as high as your mortgage rate? Oh, I know. Oh, I know all about Truss resigning. And Boris Johnson is going to come back. It was all part of it. He left to let the people see what the Bank of England would do. Truss, did you see her resignation? Did you see the smile? Was Boris acting dumb on purpose? Did you see the smile on her face this morning as she resigned? You couldn't have slapped the smile off her face. These globalists, they think they have it all figured out. But this morning, when the news came out after the resignation that Boris Johnson was going to come back and stand for a nomination, you could have heard a fucking pin drop on Bloomberg. You could have heard a pin drop. Robert, listen to me, brother. Listen to me. Listen to the question. Hey, Ben, one thing I don't get about Boris Johnson, he was all in, was he, with the WEF globalist on vax and mandates and lockdowns, etc. Yeah, setting the stage to show the people what they wanted to do. They had to allow the damage to the UK economy and people. They had to show and they had to let the people see who these people were. It's the same thing with Trump. Trump had to let the people see it. You have to, when it comes to politics, the American people are like children. We all kept warning them, don't touch that, that's hot. Don't do that, you'll get burned. Don't touch that, that's hot. At some point, you have to get the hell out of the way and go, okay, dumbasses, there you go. You want to find out how hot that is? Go right ahead. So Trump steps back. Boris Johnson steps back. The economy goes to shit in the UK. Hyperinflation, inflation, oil prices, all of this. Now, Putin invades Ukraine, that puts a noose around the globalist's neck. That put a noose around the globalist's neck because now the oil prices, my friends, you're going to see some seems to me that there is an alliance between North Korea, parts of China. You have to separate China. You have to separate the Chinese Communist government with the Chinese military establishment. You have to separate those. They're two different things. Russia and the UK, and add in Trump. All of these, North Korea, the Chinese military, Russia, the UK, and Trump, are all the nationalists of the globe. I'm telling you, folks, you have to see how this is going. This is the Great Awakening, folks. And it's about to shift into high gear because this election, this is going to be not even a, this is going to break the legs of the globalist. And when Boris Johnson comes back, oh, it is going to be so bad. It is going to be so bad for the globalists because you know how quick Ukraine is going to fall when the new elected people come in and there's no more funding for the UK. You know how quick? Because does anybody remember when Russia, brother? Oh, mark my words. Mark my words, Chris. Mark my words. Does anybody remember at the beginning of the Russian-Ukraine conflict that the leader, the president of the Ukraine, said, and Google this shit if you don't believe me. The president of the Ukraine said, if we don't get help, we start to name names. They did the same thing in Afghanistan, in Iraq. If we don't get financial assistance, we start to name names. My friends, when the money spigot is shut off, all you got to do is sit back and watch the show, because you're gonna see interesting things. What happened October 27th? Well, actually, what happened October 31st, Halloween, 2017? What occurred on that day? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what happened October 31st, 2017? It actually happened on the 27th, but people round up. Number 17. Bingo! Q's first post. Now, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23. 7 years Delta. You might as well, on January 1, press play on all of Q's posts, because you're gonna see some of the craziest shit go down, because everything will be aligned. My friends, whether you want to believe it or not, this is what's coming. Nothing can stop it. But that will never happen. I will not start eating vegetables. My friends, word from the sponsor, CALIX Solutions. Let's get a quick word from the sponsor.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
All righty, we are back. My friends, last night, I did a 3-hour video on Patreon. those of you who saw it last night, tell me that wasn't a great show. We covered so much, all right? We covered so much last night of how to make money now. What is the new system? What is going on? I showed you a video clip last night. All right, that basically explained the founders group venture capital structure. And I showed you a video that came out yesterday of a guy who is literally losing his mind. Well, no, the host was losing her mind. Let me run you through this real quick. All right. On last night's 3-hour video, my recommendation, go back on Patreon, watch that 3-hour video. You'll walk away, the first hour, you'll walk away like, holy crap, we really are changing the system. Because the interview that this gal did with this guy, and this is a big media investor, all right? This guy was saying news media is dead. No one's investing in the media anymore. This gal was like, wait, what? So the media is it dying? And he said, no, it's just people are getting their media from other sources other than trusted media. This lady looked like she saw a ghost. She's like, but how will the people, who's going to tell them the truth? Like they have been truthful this whole time. How are the people going to learn the truth? And this guy's like, they're not listening to us anymore. No one's investing. And this is the key. No one is investing in media, in mainstream media. It's why CNN, CNBC, Bloomberg, it's why all of these companies are losing money and they're having to fire people right and left. And what he didn't use, the word I used, that the media is now us. What he said was the public is going to smaller influencers for their media, and that the trusted media is losing advertising capital to the smaller media people. My friends, do you know how many companies I've had reach out to me to advertise on my channel that I've said no to? A lot. They want to control you with their advertising dollars. Well, the way I have structured my organization, I don't rely on advertising dollars. I don't rely on advertising other products. You know what I did? I launched my own products. And I advertise for my own companies. Why would I have a show and not advertise or not open my own companies? Bingo. Pharma ad revenue is 70% of legacy media revenue. Yep. And what they're figuring out is that people don't trust pharma anymore. Why do you think, all right, why do you think that the government a large part of the chot, let's call it the chot, a large part of the chot was to fund big pharma because they're losing money. People are returning back to real medicine. Chaga. I take it every day. I don't get sick. Let me show you. Chaga, vitamin D. That's it. And once in a while, ibuprofen. Oh, and yes, of course, the man juice. I do take weekly shots of testosterone. And man, oh man, I take my shots on Friday. On Saturday, I got a lot of energy. Let's put it that way. See, this is all turning around, my friends. Bingo. Yep. This is perfect. D3, zinc, vitamin C, my mushroom mix. Haven't been sick in 5 years. Now, Listen to this. You know how much I travel. You guys know I travel a lot. And I have never had COVID. Ever. I didn't get COVID in the beginning. I have never had COVID. I've never tested positive for COVID. Me and my wife were traveling during the pandemic. We were going to Jamaica. We were going to the other Jamaica that I can't remember the name of. Right? Yeah. That is something else. They found, now listen to this. This is how long this goes. I don't know one smoker out there who got COVID. Not one. Me, I got about 4 or 5 friends who smoke. None of us got COVID. My buddy's wife, kids, all had COVID. He not once. Not once. Do you know why? Right? Because of the coating. Nicotine kills. Right? Nicotine kills viruses naturally. It literally shocks them to death. Nicotine is now I won't go into it, but when a virus touches nicotine, it shocks it. The virus dies as soon as it touches nicotine. Remember the old days? This is how long this has been going on, folks. This is how long this has been going on. In the old days, smoking tobacco, doctors recommended a certain brand or a certain type of cigarette. Smoking tobacco is not bad for you. Did you know that? Right? Inhaling nicotine is not bad for you. It's all of the other chemicals that they've added to cigarettes that's bad for you. Now think about this. Hear me out, folks, and this is the God's honest truth. Why do you think they started going after smoking? Why did all of a sudden smoking, you couldn't smoke in public? You couldn't smoke in private. Smoking's going to kill you. Smoking's going to lead to cancer. Smoking's going to do this. Smoking's going to do that. No, you know what leads to cancer? Sugar. Sugar leads to cancer. Cancer cannot survive without sugar. My friends, we have this. This is why I have been telling everybody we have been lied to. Yes, you are absolute. Smoking chemicals and preservatives is pretty damn bad, though. Yes, but smoking tobacco, I'm talking back in the day when you smoked tobacco, guess what you smoked? Tobacco. There wasn't no horse shit, all right? It's just like smoking weed. Have you heard of people smoking weed getting lung cancer? Why not? It has tar in it. Isn't that what they said? Isn't that what they say? You know, that's what gives you cancer, is the carcinogens. Weed has carcinogens. Do you know what a carcinogen is? It's the ashes of carbon. That's what a carcinogen is. If you set me on fire, guess what would be left? Carcinogens. Because you will have actually set the carbon that is me on fire. The remnants of the burnt carbon is carcinogens. The problem is, right? Yeah. Patrick chiming in. I've heard of weed smokers getting hit by a truck when they went to the store for Twinkies. Well, yeah, you definitely get the munchies. See, the medical is mostly a lie, right? I've told you the story of my dad, where he felt fine, went, retired from the post office. He felt fine, nothing wrong with him. Ever just went in for his health insurance, his retirement health insurance checkup. All of a sudden, they tell him, you have leukemia-like cancer. What? You have leukemia-like cancer. It's in your blood. My dad freaks the fuck out. He calls me, Ben, I got cancer. And I go, what? Yeah, I got leukemia-like cancer. And I go, what the fuck is leukemia-like cancer? He said, I don't know, but it sounds bad, Ben. So I go to the next doctor appointment and I ask the doctor, what exactly is leukemia-like cancer? Well, it's cancer that resembles leukemia, but it's not quite leukemia. My next question was, is this leukemia-like cancer? Is this a normalic cancer? The doctor looked at me and went, what? I said, is it a normalic cancer? She said, yes. Do you know what a normalic cancer is? Everyone has cancer in them. Everyone has cancer because it's not a disease. It's not a virus. Cancer is your cells changing shape irregularly. They are irregularly shaped cells. They're your cells, but they're shaped differently. And she said, yes. I said, so I have these cells in my body. Yes, you have these leukemia-like cells in your body. Yes. Okay, my next question was, okay, what is his normal level of these cells? We don't know. Okay, so you don't know what his normal level of these cells are. Why do you say he has this now? Well, because the numbers that he has tell us that he's on the bottom rung of the numbers that we then say you have cancer. I said, so you don't have a baseline of what his normal levels of this cancer is. All you have is a one-time draw that has him at the lowest level that you claim he has cancer now. Yes. And I said, what are you prescribing? Oh, we're going to give him poison. So you're going to pump my dad with radiation and chemotherapy because he has the lowest level of these cells that you recognize as cancer. You're going to poison him and bring him to the point of death so you can eradicate something that may be his normal levels. The doctor walked out of the room. She literally had to rethink what she was doing. She came back in with an older white male in a white jacket with a stethoscope around his neck. He had on the whole uniform. And he says, Mr. Simchi, talking to me, Mr. Simchi, I understand your frustration. My colleague tells me that you are quite knowledgeable. But you have to understand, we have, say it with me, protocols. We have protocols that we have to follow under federal laws. What was that? Oh, yeah. The doctors have protocols. So if you hit this number, it's not the doctor making the choice. It's the government telling the doctors, this is what you prescribe. They have to do it under penalty of law. They killed my dad because of a fucking protocol. Needless to say, I launched my show pretty soon after that. Hence, I will never give up until this whole system burns to the fucking ground. I don't care if I have to do it myself. I'm going to contribute to bringing this whole corrupt system down. You killed my dad. That has a cost. Everyone, have a great day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow. Whole new day. Do yourself a favor. Join the Patreon and watch the video from last night, folks. I think you'll start to understand where this is all going. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.